Have you ever finished a walk, the exercise we've always been told is the best thing for us, yet felt like your legs were dragging behind you? That heavy pulling sensation, that stubborn ache, as if your body is working twice as hard just to stay upright. If that sounds familiar, you're not imagining it. And most importantly, you are not to blame. For decades, we've believed that walking alone is the ultimate key to aging well. But today, I want to share a truth that's rarely talked about, even by doctors or fitness experts. Deep inside your lower leg sits a small but powerful muscle that scientists now call your body's second heart. And when this muscle turns off, which it often does after 60, walking, standing, and even balancing become harder than they should be. Your energy dips, your legs swell, your stability weakens. But here's the good news. This built-in engine isn't damaged. It's just sleeping, waiting to be reactivated. And today, I'll show you exactly how to wake it up with 3 simple movements you can do right at home. No equipment, no gym, no pressure. Stick with me, because each movement builds on the last. When we're finished, you won't just feel stronger, you'll feel recharged from the ground up. Before we begin, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to know who's joining us. Now, let's get to work. Exercise 1. Seated heel raise. Wake up the second heart. If your legs tend to swell by afternoon, or you struggle to rise from a chair without wobbling, this first movement might change everything. Because inside your lower legs lies a hidden engine most people never think about, the soleus. It doesn't look impressive, but its job is huge. Scientists and cardiologists call it your second heart, because when it contracts, it pumps blood back toward your actual heart, fighting gravity, improving circulation, and reducing swelling. But past age 60, this muscle often stops firing the way it should. Walking barely activates it. Today, we fully wake it up, gently and safely, from your chair. This movement is small and quiet, but it reconnects your legs, your brain, and your energy system in a way that walking simply cannot. This is where stability begins. If you want to feel secure while you walk, stand, or move through daily life, we start right here. How to do it. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, with your feet flat and your knees at 90 degrees. Rest your palms on your knees or place 2 small water bottles there for light pressure. Keep the balls of your feet planted. Slowly lift your heels as high as you comfortably can and feel the squeeze in your lower legs. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Lower your heels slowly with full control. Repeat 10 to 15 times, once or twice per day. Each lift sends a signal to your brain. Wake this muscle up. Support me. As circulation improves, people often notice less heaviness, reduced swelling, more energy, and better connection to the ground when walking. This simple movement begins something bigger, a reconnection with strength you didn't know was still there. Caution: if you have a recent DVT, painful varicose veins, or sharp calf pain, check with your doctor first. You've just reawakened your second heart. Now, let's build upward. Exercise 2. Standing calf raise. From gravity to power. There's a quiet moment that happens every day, one that reveals more than any test. It's that instant you stand up and feel slightly unsure on your feet. Maybe it's a subtle sway, a hesitation, or a quick reach for something nearby. You tell yourself it's aging, but deep down, you wonder if this is your new reality. It doesn't have to be. Hidden in your lower legs is a force meant to push back against gravity, restoring the confidence you used to feel each time you stood tall. This isn't about building big calves. It's about teaching your balance system to turn on when you need it most, while walking, standing, or reaching overhead. We activated the second heart in exercise 1. Now we teach it to work in the real world, standing, weight-bearing, and purposeful. How to do it. Stand facing a sturdy surface like a counter or heavy chair. Place your hands lightly for support. Keep your feet hip-width apart, toes forward. Shift your weight toward the balls of your feet. Lift your heels as high as you comfortably can, and pause and feel the muscles supporting your full body weight. Lower your heels slowly with control. Repeat 10 to 15 times, once or twice per day. Pro tip: do this twice a day, morning to wake up your legs, evening to drain swelling. Why it works. This movement activates both major calf muscles, the soleus and the gastrocnemius. But the biggest benefit is neurological. Each controlled rise trains the nerves in your ankles, knees, and hips to sense where your body is, a skill called proprioception. Better proprioception means better balance, better ankle stability, better circulation, more confidence, and smoother walking. This is how you teach your body to trust itself again. Caution: avoid or modify if you recently had foot or ankle surgery, get dizzy when standing, have severe balance issues, or are at risk of falling. If that's you, stay with the seated version for now. With every deliberate lift, you're telling your body, I am stronger than I think. I am rebuilding control. Now, let's go deeper. Exercise 3. Single leg bent knee calf raise. Activate the deep engine. There's a moment that decides whether you stay steady or start to fall. It's not during big movements. It's in tiny shifts, like standing on one foot to put on a sock or stepping onto a curb. If your inner stability system isn't awake, that's when slips happen. But deep in your lower leg is a muscle that determines whether you stay upright. Not the big calf muscle, the hidden one beneath it, the soleus, your true postural engine. This final exercise teaches it to fire the way it was meant to, quiet, steady, and supportive through every moment of your day. How to do it: stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop and hold lightly for balance. Shift your weight onto your right leg and lift your left foot slightly behind you. Bend your right knee a little, just a soft athletic bend. From this position, slowly lift your right heel as high as you can, and hold briefly and feel the deep activation near your ankle. Lower with control. Do 8 to 12 reps, then switch sides. Tip: keep the knee bent the entire time. That's what forces the deeper muscle to work. Why it changes everything. With a straight knee, your body uses the outer calf. With a bent knee, you activate the soleus, the endurance muscle built for stability and long-duration support. The soleus is slow twitch, fatigue-resistant, vital for alignment, and directly connected to your balance system. Most people over 60 have a dormant soleus. It's not weak, just forgotten. This movement reminds your nervous system that it's still there and still powerful. Caution: be careful if you have severe balance issues, can't stand on one leg even with support, recently had ankle or Achilles surgery, or feel sharp knee pain. If needed, keep both feet on the floor and do a small version first. You just activated a muscle most people never train, a muscle that quietly keeps you steady through life. Final words. What you did today is far more than 3 exercises. You reawakened a muscle that pumps blood, protects your balance, supports posture, and keeps you moving with confidence. That's not just fitness, that's freedom. It's easy to believe decline is automatic, that heavy steps and wobbly legs are just part of aging. But today, you proved that small, intentional actions can shift the entire direction of your health. You didn't need a gym, you didn't need equipment. You only needed focus and the willingness to move. These 3 movements create a foundation, a daily ritual that says, I still choose strength, I still choose stability, I still support myself from the ground up. If you felt even a small shift today, comment "Second Heart Activated." Let's build a community based on action, not age. Your journey doesn't slow after 60. In many ways, it's just beginning. Stay steady, stay strong. You're not losing power, you're learning how to use it differently.